Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up, go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Let's face it, you bout to get a beat down. Less talking, let's take it to the streets now. Ain't gonna be no rematch, why you wanna fight? Touchdown on sight, yeah, turn off the light, oh, turn off the light, let's get it poppin'. Go dumb. When you see me moving, bodies dropping. Move some. I'm about to go sick, call Earl. I'm turning up like E40, not your average girl. I'm turning up. We can rock like Rocky, make you tap it. Ghost ride the whip, look at my drip. This ain't a copy. We got all night if you wanna throw hands. When they see me fight, they wanna throw bands. Go dumb, go stupid, yeah, we undefeated. Sucker free, we got the seats heated. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up in the ring, light 'em up, shoot, shine, do your thing. Light 'em up.
It's time for the main event. It's the Shoe Shot.
¿Qué onda, vatos locos? Damas y caballeros, it's your boy Dave in the 702 for a special Wednesday night slugged out sports shoe shine boxing edition. All right, you guys know the drill. Usually I have a co-host, Philly Irish Drew Evo. Where are you? Where is Philly Irish Drew Evo? Drew did not respond, but I hope he's doing well. 702 Man Cave will be in the building shortly. He said he's wrapping up a little project he had going on in the studio in his house. So Vince will be joining me shortly, any minute. I appreciate everybody who was here at 8 o'clock. I'm sorry I waited for both of them, but I figured I'll just let Vince come on when he's ready. That being said, I hope everybody had a wonderful celebratory Cinco de Mayo, whatever you did. I had big plans on having a good time, but I wanted to actually go down to Fremont Street amongst all the live streamers and stream, but I don't know what I did this weekend, guys. I rolled my ankle. I mentioned it on Monday, but my ankle was it was swollen to the point where I probably should have gone to the ER, but medical bills are insane. Like, I did not want to spend money, and the swelling has come down substantially with ice and heat, but I don't even know how that happened. I don't even know how it happened. I know I tried to run on my treadmill on Monday, and I probably made it much, much worse. But I guess it's just part of getting old. All right, guys. Thank you very much to everybody that joined us on Monday night. It was a great show. I had a good vibe. I really enjoyed having Drew and Vince on the panel. That being said, guys, you guys are always, if one of our old school Shoe Shine boxing fans on here on the channel, you're more than welcome ever. Just let me know in the chat. Let me know if you want to hop on the panel, and I'll drop the link if you want to be a guest on that. No worries. Just let me know. Just put it in the chat. There have been requests. Shout out to Wily Coyote. He's been saying horizontal. We started off doing this channel horizontal, and we pretty much were getting the same views we got vertically. And then at some point, the horizontal views just dropped enough to get me to jump on the vertical bandwagon just to carry the podcast weekly with an audience, right? And we've been kind of stuck in this vertical mode, which I'm not happy to be in vertical. A lot of streaming softwares out there, if you guys are probably familiar in the streaming world with StreamYard, have now integrated dual mode, which allows you to be horizontal and vertical. I've tried it with my friend Mario Munhia, Infighting Effects on YouTube. Shout out to Mario. And it works great, but I do not use StreamYard. You know, some of you are going to say, why are you so opposed to StreamYard? And I use Ecamm, guys. I use Ecamm. It's specifically made only for Macintosh. And I could stream right now if I wanted to in 4K. Not only could I stream in 4K, I have control of everybody's microphones, which is something, if you listen to a StreamYard podcast, if you listen to a StreamYard panel, you're going to hear the host be so much louder. Then you're going to have people screaming on their iPhones. You're going to have random jack-off trolls trying to get on your channel and playing all kinds of audio or bomb your channel or whatnot. And the show's generally, as someone who's an audiophile, I can't stand listening to StreamYard panels. It's always like somebody's screaming, somebody you can't hear. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's on a really crappy microphone. With Ecamm, I could control everything. Not to mention, you're not going to be able to compare camera resolutions using the software I use. I have full control of every facet of my camera and my guest camera, guys. So I've been stuck using Ecamm for years. Now, the big trade-off is Ecamm has now hopped on that dual stream mode, and I've been trying it. I did a little test run right now, and it looks awful. Like, StreamYard has it beat a million. Like, they have it down. All your pictures, all your formatting, everything just looks great. And it doesn't look good on Ecamm. They really need to fix that. It should be, I shouldn't have to program all my graphics and everything for two different streams. It should just be seamless. Like, whatever I'm doing on my main page is also the same thing on the vertical. It's a freaking nightmare, guys. So I do anticipate on getting it together and being able to bring that to you guys. So if you're watching it on a phone or if you're watching it at home on a TV like I like to watch my podcasts, it'll look great and sound great. And hang with me, guys. People have also been asking, how come I haven't been back to Vince's house? Everything for some reason, midweek, a lot of stuff keeps coming up in my life. And I love Vince's studio. And I want to get back over there as soon as possible. And when we're at his house, we can't do anything but horizontal because, quite honestly, we don't fit vertically together at the podcast desk. You know, a couple of Latino guys. It's hard to squish two Latino guys into a vertical stream, but we will be doing those horizontal. Let me just check my phone really quickly, guys. We're going to talk about some upcoming fights this weekend because there is some really good boxing. Shout out to all my Vegas Knights fans. Send a quick message over to Vince. All right, shout out to Big Spooky, Wile E. Coyote, guys. The Vegas Golden Knights are in the middle of their game. Let me just keep tabs on that. I was watching it earlier. Drew's team is up against the wall. The Philadelphia Flyers are 0-2. I believe they play tomorrow. They really, really need to win. Saludos to Isabel. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in here and hitting that like. Shout out to everybody from the old Finney community. I appreciate it. Miss you guys that come in here and say hello. Oh, the Anaheim Ducks are beating the Golden Knights 1-0. But they said the Golden Knights couldn't beat the Ducks at all, guys. Golden Knights didn't beat them in any regular season game all year, and the Golden Knights won. And they picked up that first one. We're in the lead 1-0 in the series, but Anaheim's got this one right now in quarter two. All right, Vince just told me he'll be joining us shortly, guys. While Vince joins us, is there any Raiders fans in the building? It's been a great week for Las Vegas Raiders fans, Oakland Raiders fans, LA Raider fans, the Raider Nation. This weekend, Oscar De La Hoya, who, we had a tremendous Cinco de Mayo fight brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya. He was asked about Fernando Mendoza and how excited he was. And, of course, two of the biggest, Oscar was one of the greatest Hispanic, Latino, Mexican-American athletes of his generation. He was very, very enthused, guys. And something is going on this week that is extremely exciting to me personally. The Las Vegas Raiders held a press conference today. They are hosting the NFL Hispanic Hall of Fame. And this year, they're going to induct, I'm going to put the whole class here, Tom Flores, okay, Ted Hendricks, Anthony Munoz, the legendary San Jose two-time world champion with the Raiders, Jim Plunkett, and a few others there, guys. Let me just tell you guys how much I wish I would have seen Jim Plunkett's career, guys. Jim Plunkett, what a remarkable career. Let me just give you all the names. I missed them. Ron Rivera, obviously a great coach too, and Steve Van Buren. But, man, it's quite amazing. I grew up in San Francisco Bay Area, guys. Jim Plunkett not only played for the 49ers in 1977, which is roughly around when I was born, but he also went on to win 2 Super Bowls for the Oakland Raiders. Jim Plunkett, a Mexican-American with his grandpa being of German descent. That's how he got the name Plunkett. But both his parents were legally blind. And they grew up, they moved to Santa Clara, California, which incidentally is the home of the San Francisco 49ers now, is a city that I lived in for many years. I spent over 20 years living in the South Bay, Santa Clara, Cupertino, downtown San Jose. You guys know. You guys have spent over 20 years living in that area. But Jim Plunkett came from East San Jose, Overfelt High School, went on to play at Stanford and have an amazing career at Stanford, where he was the very first Mexican-American to be the Heisman Trophy winner. Much like this year, the Heisman Trophy winner was Fernando Mendoza, number one Hispanic. This was something that Plunkett did many, many moons ago when Stanford University's team, which is now named the Cardinals, they were named the Indians back in that day. Back in the day when he won the... and also, you guys got to keep in consideration how remarkable it was for a Chicano to be admitted in an Ivy League school like Stanford University in his era. So much has been ridiculed and said about the course that this whole era where they said that for Latinos and other ethnicities, races to get into schools, we had to have an advantage, and I don't know what they used to call that. Put it in the chat if you guys remember. I guess nowadays they make fun of it as DEI, diversity inclusive, or something like that. But back in even my day, I didn't need that high of a GPA to get into a UC caliber school in California. So you have to think and consider in the 70s, when that didn't even exist, how bright Jim Plunkett was as an academic student to get admitted into Stanford University, guys. This is quite a remarkable thing. Like I mentioned, he played for the San Francisco 49ers 1977, and his career with the Patriots kind of fell apart, but when he was invited to play for Oakland, he turned that team around. Late 70s Oakland Raiders were, they were nothing to be messed with. The late 70s Oakland Raiders, a remarkable team where Plunkett took them to 2 Super Bowl wins and was named Super Bowl MVP. And the Oakland Raiders are hosting that this weekend, man. What an amazing thing. The Hispanic heritage. Shout out to everybody in here. In the chat, we are going to get my boy 702 Man Cave in here shortly. We're going to do some boxing news, but that's what's going on today in Las Vegas, amongst other things. The 2026 inaugural Hispanic Football Hall of Fame class. Is Fernando Mendoza going to be a starter? If there's any Raiders fans in here, is Fernando Mendoza going to make the starting team? That's what I'm most interested in. I can't wait till all these camps. Some of the rookie mini camps have begun, and he's here. He's here working out. That's a fact right there. I was going to talk about something, speaking about the Bay Area and San Jose, California. Right beneath me, guys, you see here, we just had Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, hosting a fight here, the Cinco de Mayo main event. Tickets are on sale now for something that has not happened in the San Jose, or even the Bay Area in a very long time. May 22nd, which is at the end of this month, Golden Boy Boxing makes its return to the San Jose area. Period, guys. I'm like, I'm telling you, if I lived in the Bay Area right now, I would be buying seats for this, or we're trying to get press passes for this. Amari Jones, undefeated, will be headlining this card. I'm very curious to see what other fighters are going to be on this card. Maybe I'll know next week or so, but there are some really, really big news in the world of boxing, and it's all going to take place in San Francisco, my hometown. I mentioned this is going to be happening May 22nd. Let me get you this big story, guys. This was something that they had been teasing for quite some time. And Samson Boxing, who is the manager for both David Benavidez, who you guys just saw him fight this weekend. Samson Boxing, also the manager for Sebastian Fundora. Him in coordination with, let me make sure I get all my facts right here, guys. July 11th, Civic Center. Shout out to Stezo. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you. I see the 510. And I'm talking about the Bay Area right now, Stezo. Actually, I'm talking about, the return to boxing to the Bay Area. So many great sports fans who love boxing. Obviously, Andre Ward was one of the greatest champions ever to come out of the Bay Area, gold Olympic medalist. home in Oakland, California. Oakland used to host some of his fights at the Coliseum, but we have Omari Jones, the future of boxing, one of a great future contender, who'll be headlining a card at the Sharks, where the Sharks play. Used to be my backyard, the SAP Center, home of the Sharks, in downtown San Jose, California, May 22nd. But something even more interesting, guys, that broke news, I had been hearing about this rumor, is the fact that Samson and a group, what is the name of this group? I don't want to get it messed up, man. What is the name of the group? Believe it's called IVB, Iconic Boxing, History in the Making. Take this right here, guys. This is something they're attempting to do in San Francisco, California, in front of City Hall. They say tickets are going to go on sale, I guess, for like really good. This is going to be an outdoor event. This is not going to be, as far as I can understand, and maybe things may change, I think this is going to be an outdoor event where they hope to make history. It's crazy. They're hoping that 135,000 Bay Area folks and people from all over the world are going to come to San Francisco to see a championship fight. Originally, they were hoping for somebody, a big star like Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk, heavyweight champion, to come and headline this card. Now, most of you guys, including me, have barely heard of Olascuaga. Olascuaga is a Southern California. He is the WBO World Flyweight Champion. He is a champion. Flyweight is a 112-pound weight class. Usually those fights, amazing hand speed, but these guys are on the smaller side, so they can throw a lot of punches, but they don't generally attract the huge fan bases, with the exception of Bam Rodriguez of San Antonio, Texas, or the monster Inoue, who just fought on Cinco de Mayo of Japan's. The smaller weight classes, under 122 pounds, 118. This is 112. They say they're going to attract 130. They're going to attempt to break a world record. One of the records is for biggest attendance was Julio Cesar Chavez in Mexico City, I believe. I'll get my facts straight on that one, but they want to break this 135,000 people. That means everybody and their mama will be invited to this for free. This also happens to be around the time of my wedding anniversary, guys. And if my mom is listening, she's a silent watcher, I'm sure. I'm sure she would love to see me and my wife come back to the Bay Area, to San Francisco, to attend what could be, as they hope, the biggest boxing event in the history of boxing. Not here in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada, where I live now, but in my hometown, guys. It is quite a tremendous task. It's going to be quite a tremendous uptaking to get this much interest. And so shout out to everybody here. Stezo, would anybody attend this? It's going to be free. I mean, most of it will be free. They're going to allow people to just walk on by. Co-promoted by IVB, Paco Presents Boxing, and Samson Lukowicz, which again is the management team behind one of the greatest fighters right now, out David Benavidez. Yeah, they even thought they were going to get people potentially. I mean, they had a whole bunch of people they wanted to show up. Jimmy Lennon Jr., who most of you guys will know, Jimmy Lennon Jr. will be the host. And it looks like the kickoff press conference will be tomorrow. Another guy behind this will be Ed Pereira. It does look like they have the partial or full card announced. This is very interesting, guys. I mentioned it. Anthony Alosgacua, 12-1, 9 KOs from Los Angeles, will be fighting Las Vegas' Andy Dominguez, 13-1. Maybe I can go find Andy Dominguez's gym and go speak to him. Vito Melnecki, formerly with PBC, he's managed by Samson. I think Vito is a Zuffa boxing fighter now. No, excuse me, he's not. He's independent. Vito will be the co-main, 23-1, a middleweight contender against Gerardo Luis Vergara of Argentina. This one is very interesting, a very interesting pick for this card. Charlie Suarez, great Filipino fighter. He makes his home in the Philippines. He he was on way to really effing up the great Mexican champion, Emmanuel Navarrete. In fact, Charlie Suarez still listed here as 18-0. That fight was stopped and called a no contest against the champion, Emmanuel Navarrete. He was starting to get the best of the champion, and it looked like the tides were changing, and he had really started to hurt Emmanuel Navarrete when the fight was called off. Charlie Suarez has been campaigning to get his rematch for almost over a year now, demanding he get an opportunity to fight again the champion. And he's in position now that if he beats this opponent, who, by the way, is Manuel Avila of Fairfield, California, he will get that opportunity at a later date against the current champion, Manuel Navarrete, a tremendous 3-division world champion. I'm sure my boy Lucas Cattell of BoxingScene.com, who makes his home in Northern California, is very excited. He has, I know he knows Manuel Avila pretty good. Charlie Suarez is going to bring the support of local Bay Area Filipinos, which, if you guys grew up in the Bay Area, you know that Daly City is a predominantly Filipino-American, a very proud community of Filipinos that when Manny Pacquiao fought, I mean, a good portion of Daly City, California would go and support him. They love it. They're gonna show up. I know it. I'll tell you right now. They got a Filipino on the main card. They are going to come and support Charlie Suarez of the Philippines. Jurgen Havanasian versus Ulia Mao of New Zealand in a heavyweight fight. Oscar Bonifacino versus Raul Escudero of Spain. That's a featherweight fight, 6 rounds. Blake Binskin of the UK versus Dante Paris Ibarra Hernandez of Mexico in a featherweight bout. 6 rounds. The entire card will be available on YouTube. That's really, really interesting. Entire card will be on YouTube. The last time San Francisco hosted a championship fight was 2023 when Devin Haney of Oakland born. Devin Haney was born in San Francisco like me. He lived most of his early life in Oakland, California. That's the last time they had an event, and it was a sold-out event at the home of the Golden State Warriors, Chase Center. It's been 3 years. 3 years. That was brought to you by Matchroom Boxing and Eddie Hearn. And I was surprised that Devin Haney, who right now is currently a independent fighter, free agent, that he hasn't returned to the Bay Area. Devin Haney's never sold out a arena here in Las Vegas, and he lives here in Henderson, essentially neighbors to Oscar De La Hoya. And he was able to sell out San Francisco's Chase Center, 17,000 plus or something. I think they said, I'm not sure, but really a respectable crowd came out to see him beat Regis Prograis. This card is going to be featuring, like I said, in the main event. Amari Jones is an Oakland, California-based fighter, and he will be headlining that May 22nd. So we got things heating up in the Bay Area. Very exciting stuff, man. I'm very, very excited. Well, it's 8:35, guys. I was supposed to start at 8 o'clock. I don't know where my boy Vince is, if he's joining me or not, or if something came up. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this weekend's fights for everybody that loves boxing. But let me just check the score of the Golden Knights. Still 1-0, which is awesome. Is anybody here watching NBA playoffs? Are you excited about that? I know my co-host has been following his Sixers, and I got Vince joining us. Perfect. Let me see here. Do we got a sign?
Hello?
Yo, what up, Vince?
What's up, man? What's up?
Hold on, let me assign you to guest.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries, man. Let me get you to guest 2. Come on.
Hey now.
What's going on?
It's tripping.
Yeah, I don't like the way this looks, Vince. No, I got you. It's got you really, really, really small. Let me see how do I get rid of this one here? Man, how's your day, Vince?
Great. Had a great day.
This looks
Life
ridiculous.
is good, brother.
This looks so
Hey, it is
dumb.
small.
You see what I'm saying?
What if I turn my camera sideways? It won't matter?
No, actually, it would look better. Let's see. Go ahead and turn it.
This way?
Keep going. And now let me make this big here. We still got a gap in the middle. I guess what I'm gonna do, guys. Hey, thanks everybody for bearing with me. Is I'll put the pictures in the middle, whatever pictures I'm gonna show here. I'll fill it up like that. But maybe I could get this. Man, this.
Hey, everybody, smash that like. Smash that like. There it is.
Nah, but I'll put this picture here in the middle. But by the way, everybody, this is if you don't know Vince, follow him at Slugged Out Sports and at 702 Man Cave. That's the official flyer.
Instagram.
Hey, that's the official flyer for Zayas versus Boots, which is going to be one of the biggest fights. The one I'm looking forward to the most this summer, no doubt about it. Xander Zayas, young kid that I've followed since his very first professional fight, is fighting one of the best at Philadelphia's Boots Ennis. And there's your nephew, bro. Your nephew, shout out to Emiliano Vargas. Bro, your nephew was on social media talking about should he shave his head. He had a picture of Fernando's, of his dad's, all these great fight night. Yeah, he's talking about should I shave my head, asking fans, bro. Let me see.
I say go for it. Go for it. Do it for the dad. Go for it. Long live Fedos.
If he should shave his head, maybe he's thinking about should I shave my head for this fight? Right?
His hair will grow back. He's young. He ain't got problems like us.
No doubt about it. He's got a great set of hair right now. But maybe he's wondering, if he should do it for just this fight. I'm going to get that picture. But
you know what? I'm going to tell him to do it the day his dad won his first world title. On that month, I'm going to tell him do it that day. And then give one of your dad's, and wear your dad's brown trunks he has. Wear one of his old trunks. Shoot. That'd be bad.
You know what? Since this is not a title opportunity yet, but he's working towards, he's the co-main, which is incredible on Puerto Rican Day. Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's like the biggest thing. It's a huge deal. And also a chance for him as a Mexican-American to gain some Puerto Rican fans because Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalries like his dad had, man. One day he's going to fight probably a Puerto Rican fighter.
Yeah, but the Puerto Ricans, they love Fernando. They love him to death.
And they love the thing about Mexican-Puerto Rico rivalry is we can always respect the great fighters and, we're going to root for our fighter.
And they're going to root for theirs.
And they're going to root for theirs. But when it's not, it's very easy for me to say, I love watching like Xander Zayas, who's Puerto Rican fight. I'm going to root for Xander unless he's probably fighting your nephew, which they're too far apart. But we can always respect the great Puerto Rican champions as well. Only certain people get crazy.
But Trinidad was dirty. Tito Trinidad was dirty. He used to low blow a lot. He was the king of low blows,
Yeah. Hey,
and did you see David Benavidez came out saying he's not a dirty fighter?
I did see that, man.
Yeah,
I did. I got
and
that.
He's right because he has long arms. When he brings them back, he's pulling them back. You got to pull your arms back, and I don't think he did it intentionally.
I gotta go look for that.
People are they don't like him, and he did it intentionally. You can never make the people happy. Never.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't remember, maybe I still got the pictures, but there was some controversy on Saturday. David Benavidez's elbows. He definitely connected in that final exchange sequence where the elbow came back when he was retreating back into position. You throw the punch and you come back into center. It clipped him. Maybe it clipped him more than once. It didn't appear to me to be intentional. Drew had a different opinion. Drew thinks that maybe he's seen David Benavidez try this tactic in the past.
He's got long arms too.
The bottom line is that the sanctioning bodies and the Nevada State Athletic Commission have not made a statement that they're going to investigate it. I think there's some BS out there going around that they are. They're not going to overturn the decision. They're just not. The fight is done.
As long as they say it's good, who cares what all the people say?
Yep. Hey, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. Yep. And I had to. I was doing a little research, and they put this up, a little history. But 1991 was the very first time that this is Mexican Independence Day weekend, that a promoter, and it was Don King. It was Don King in 1991, who was the promoter for Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez versus Smith, that he said, let's do a fight on a Mexican holiday. It was Don King who came up with it in 1991. And then later on, of course, they realized, hey, well, we might as well add Cinco de Mayo to it. But it was Don King that came up with this great idea. He called the fight Viva Mexico, and it was at the Mirage, Las Vegas History, 1991.
That was smart.
Yep. Have you seen the guitar where the Mirage is? Have you seen it lately?
No, when I pass on the freeway, I see it.
I can't believe how fast that thing is coming up. And something interesting, Vince, all of the palm trees that Mirage had in the back, you see the palm, you can see the palm trees in that graphic right there. All of their palm trees are like, they're in my neighborhood. They bought or released like hella acres of where they were going to build houses. And they took all the palm trees out of the Mirage and replanted them over here in my neighborhood in Southern Highlands. And then they're going to take the palm trees out, dig them out, and bring them back when the Hard Rock swimming pool is done. Like when they've got the swimming pool, they're going to landscape it. They're going to bring all those trees back. But it's a trip, bro, because you know what? Palm trees bring scorpions. And if you guys don't live in Vegas, man,
rats.
They bring rats and scorpions. Yep. I'm afraid to walk over in that area if I don't get bit by a scorpion.
Just don't wear flip-flops and don't go barefoot. You'll be all right.
All right, guys. You guys know I'm from San Francisco Bay Area, and Vince is a Dodgers, originally from LA. Shout out to your team. They're doing incredible. I just checked the records in the NL West. My team is upside down. I have the opposite of your record.
Man, if you guys would have just won today, man, just come on. You guys are killing me.
Dude, we lost. The Padres, we lost to the Padres, bro.
I know, but
the Padres
did not come in first. I know they're close to us.
The Padres are hot on your heels, man.
Yes, they're always on our heels. But you know what? It's crunch time. We look back and they ain't around.
Dude. So for everybody who loves Vegas, I got some Vegas news. I told Vince, we usually I go to your house on Wednesdays where we do a daytime show. I went over to see if a million people showed up on Rainbow Boulevard, which is the grand opening of the Hat.
Yeah.
Which is the pastrami place that's famous in LA. Oh man, I've been dying to try this place, man. I've been waiting for weeks. It finally opened today, and a million people. Not a million, but check out the line, bro. Check out the line.
The car line was humongous.
Look at this line. Here it is on top, guys. Let me get this picture out of here for just a quick moment. And this one out. But this line backed up for one person was put it on Facebook, they said, or some on Instagram, that it was a 2 to 3 hour wait. It's no way.
That's why you wanted to go like, nah. I think we should go like on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
But today's opening day. It is a Wednesday.
Next week. I'm talking like next week. Because we're gonna be in that line like that, or you go inside, you'll probably be standing outside.
Dude, this is the street adjacent to Rainbow Boulevard. Rainbow Boulevard is a huge boulevard. This is how far back outside of the parking lot down a side street. Dude, there's no way I'm holding my bladder for 2-3 hours for a sandwich.
No. That's what I said. Because you said, I was like, nah, dude, it'll be packed.
Dude, the line keeps going. Look at this thing, dude. They said 2 to 3 hours.
I'm glad they're making a lot of money there. That's what they need. That's beautiful.
That sandwich must be damn good, man. I'm telling you that there's a lot of people from Southern California that must remember how good their sandwiches were, and they're like, "Hey,
dude, I can't wait. I can't wait."
Or maybe new people like me, but I was not going to wait in this line, man. I wonder what it's going to be like.
Crazy.
Does it still snake around over here, bro?
It's they said.
Oh my god!
It's far.
Where's traffic control? Where's the Vegas Police Department that control these people?
They're probably over there eating. They're over there eating a sandwich.
Hey, but you know what? I saw a line of people who were that parked and were just walking into the real restaurant, and there was only like 10. There was only like 10 people.
Oh wow!
I'm not too sure how smart those people were that actually got in their car and waited. Maybe they just could have
My dumb, you know what, would have been in the parking lot driving with the car.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, Vince, this was really interesting, man. I was talking about this before you hopped on here. The Las Vegas Raiders, I know you love the Raiders, but they're hosting the class of 2026. They're hosting the Hispanic Football Hall of Fame this week. And they had it on YouTube. You can go check this out on YouTube. But one of my favorite, I never got to see him play, obviously, but one of my favorite historical was Jim Plunkett, because he played for the Plunkett is from San Jose, California, man, and he grew up to, his father was German, which is how he got the name. Grandfather was German. That's how they got the name Plunkett. But his mom and dad were, identified as Mexican American. He grew up in San Jose, California. Went to Stanford University, where he won the Heisman Trophy. He won the Heisman Trophy just like Fernando Mendoza for quarterback.
And no, Raider fans, we ain't going to see another Plunkett with this kid. So don't get that out of your head.
You don't think he's going to be Plunkett?
Hell no. I hope they do good, but as long as they don't do better than my team, I'm good.
Yeah. Man, Plunkett had an amazing career. Played for the 49ers in 1977. Yeah. Then he went on to the Patriots, but it was after that he went to the Oakland Raiders, where he won 2 Super Bowl rings for the Raiders. Yeah. And, before your team took over the 80s.
90s.
No, I'm sorry. The Niners took over the 80s dynasty, and then your Cowboys they were like the big dogs in the NFL, man. The Raiders in the late 70s, which is how they got their tremendous fan base.
Hey, but 49ers were big dogs too. Remember, it was either us, you, or the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed,
big dogs.
Indeed. I did have that clip. Man, what clip am I looking for here right now?
San Antonio's beating the dog crap out of Minnesota, 98-60 with 29.6 seconds in the third.
Oh, here it is. Here's Jim Plunkett today at the Raiders facility. Let's hear what he had to say.
He hangs out at the M Casino.
Football in his life.
Really?
He knew players, and he knew how well they could play for him. And he just became a great owner. He was a coach before he was an owner, but he did spectacular things. And before I got to the Raiders, I played for 2 teams. I thought, after I got released by New England, I thought I was through with football. And, Al gives me a call and he says, we'd like you to come here and give a tryout. And I went there, did the best I could, and he says, now you're one of us. And, kind of restored my faith in the NFL and gave me another chance. Tom was a great guy. I had other coaches before him, but
Tom Flores was inducted in this class too.
Hispanic,
and Ron Rivera.
And what was behind it. And Tom was a great guy to play for. He didn't sign me because I was Hispanic. He signed me because he could see in me that I was, a pretty good quarterback.
Man.
And Coors Light even came out with a tribute can.
Oh, really? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this is really neat. I think the event's going to be this weekend. Obviously, the press conferences were today, but I mentioned that your nephew Emiliano was posting. I think I got that picture here. But he's busy at work, huh? Emiliano's hard at work here. I see him here at
Capetillos.
At Capetillos, and his son Dylan made his second pro career fight on Cinco de Mayo and came away with a victory in a very tough four-round fight, man. Capetillo on a roll. Emmy's looking sharp and fast already, man. This the fight's like 7 weeks away, but I would say that based on this, they're rocking and rolling, man. They're in full camp mode right now.
That boy does not play.
Full camp mode. And then I saw this picture here where he was asking fans on social media on X if he should. He had some cards there, pictures of his dad. Should he shave his head? Well, he got some response. He got a lot of likes, man. Should he shave his head?
He should. I think he should.
So Vince,
Fernando's a legend.
What I was thinking, Vince, is when he fights for that a world title. That his first world title opportunity. Maybe shave your if he did the gold highlights in the front, like Fernando used to do as a tribute. That would be pretty sick with it.
That'd be tight. See, I really thought Junior was going to do it. You know that? I really thought Junior was going to be the one doing it.
Man. So there's a lot of fights. I'll run those fights with you really quickly, guys. Fights this weekend. I had some other news, Vince. I was going to say, man, the Bay Area boxing is coming back today. The news broke. Tomorrow's going to be a huge press conference. But the manager of David Benavidez, Samson Lukowicz, Samson, who's also the manager for Sebastian Fundora, Vito Melnecki, and a host of other fighters. Well, he's teaming up with this brand new promotional group that I never really heard of. They had been teasing it for a while, bro. They are bringing boxing to downtown San Francisco Civic Center, which is our city hall.
I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that.
They want to break the world record, man. They're going to give away, I guess, they're going to sell some seats. So if you want to be close to the action, tickets are going to go on sale Friday. Vito Melnecki is the co-main. Charlie Suarez is also a fighter promoted by Samson. They want to break a world record, so I guess they're just going to have to let everybody go like it's a free parade.
Yeah.
How do you count 100? Man, how do you count 135,000 people?
They're going to be like this a little quicker.
Is it going to be in a gate? I mean, you kind of have to, with concerns about terrorism and stuff. I think you are going to have to set up perimeter gates and warn people for metal devices, pipes,
and FBI,
guns.
FBI scattered all over the buildings.
There has to be. I'm trying to envision how it's going to be. They're going to have to somehow section it off and click, because if the world, what's that, Guinness Book of World Records? If you're actually trying to break a Guinness World Records, they have to verify that they counted over 100,000 people, and that means they're going
to have all their people at the door then. The Guinness Book of World at the door.
They got to. I mean, I have no idea how they're going to do it, but for me, man, it's really interesting, and it happens to fall right around the week of my wedding anniversary, and I'm like, damn, I know it would be nice to go back, man. I know it would be nice to go back to San Francisco,
Cali.
Yeah, and then on May 22nd, shout out to all the Geminis. My wife is a Gemini. San Jose, Golden Boy Boxing in just 2 weeks or 3 weeks is going 2 weeks, bro. They're going to San Jose, California, where they haven't had a fight there boxing since, I think, Robert the Ghost Guerrero. That's old school, bro. And they're coming back. Amari Jones of Oakland, California will be headlining that. And then just a few weeks later, for 4th of July, around 4th of July, July 11th, they're going to try to break the world record to see, how many boxing fans in the Bay Area will show up. Speaking of David Benavidez, you said that you heard, you tried to explain that about the elbow, right?
Yeah.
So
I
got a clip from his dad, short clip from his dad. His dad is Mexican roots, and his mom is Ecuadorian and Dominican. But he wanted to talk a little bit, elaborate about that great debate about Mexican versus Mexican Chicanos, who represents who. But let's see what he had to say, the dad of David Benavidez Sr.
New York City. I want to see David Benavidez in the Mecca. But I want to ask you this question, because when you Google David Benavidez, they say he's Mexican, half Ecuadorian, and Dominican. Can you elaborate? What is your son, and what's the mix?
Yeah, that's what, I'm 100% Mexican. I come from Mexico. I'm a little Mexican. His mom is from Ecuador, so that makes him a little Ecuadorian, and his grandfather is Dominican. So that I don't even know what to tell you, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I don't even. Look, you got a lot of Dominicans out here in New York City.
By the way, that's a shout out to Punch Drunk. I never ever played clips from him, but that's his clip. He interviewed the dad, and you see a Punch Drunk who's Dominican, man. He's excited to be like, he's part Dominican. He's part Dominican. Come on now. Now you're in a position where like David Benavidez he's mixed. He's mixed. What's in his heart. Obviously, he's half Mexican, half Chicano. He speaks good Spanish now.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think he's more what his mom is, because she carried him for 9 months. So she probably had like 60. He has 60% of that, and probably 30% of Mexican and 10%. I don't know. That's just me thinking, just thinking of just crazy thinking. Because some people get mad and say, no, he's 50-50, but he's been in his mom's stomach for 9 months.
Yeah.
And his dad, for like 30 seconds. You know, so I'm just saying. You know, I don't know how it works.
All
He
right,
just talks Spanish.
I got that clip, man. Let's play the clip that you were referencing, the one about the elbows.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's what he had to say to Ariel Helwani. Get rid of this here real quick, guys.
And then also, I just want to bring up another point where I'm kind of a little bit disappointed of that people think I'm a dirty fighter. I've never been a dirty fighter in my life. Sometimes when you're throwing combinations like that, shit happens. You know what I mean? I'm not a dirty fighter. I don't use dirty tactics. And that elbow that I hit him with was completely unintentional. But when you're throwing punches and bunches like that, man, I was throwing 10-piece combinations every combination.
That's wild, but true.
Sometimes that happens, but like I said, I'm not a dirty fighter. I've never been a dirty fighter, and I never will be a dirty fighter. So for anybody saying that I elbowed him intentionally, I didn't.
Vince, he's a very compact fighter, man. He throws those hooks. He's very compact. He's got long reach, but the fact that he can stay so compact, he can throw them so quick. You know, he can shoe shine on. He be throwing them shoe shines on people, man.
Hell yeah. You gotta tell Ken use that name, shoe shine, not just kidding. Call it something else. You gotta call it something else now. The monster punch. I don't know.
Hey, did you want to see how Diego Pavia's doing in camp? You got any fans of Vanderbilt? This is how he's doing in camp right now, bro. Right now. Let's see.
I see it. You're funny.
The Diego Pavia mini camp, man. He's I mean, it is what it is, guys. He's a smaller quarterback, so you can't expect him to have too much velocity. But, I mean, he's doing all right out there in Baltimore.
He's got the Aztec blood in him. You're funny, dude.
Hey, bro. Speaking of May, what else is coming in May 22nd? I already said there's going to be a fight in San Jose, California, Saturday night. But, you know, we've talked a little bit about influencer boxing on this show. Your other nephew, Amado Vargas, took on one of the most viral influencer streamers out there right now who's dabbled in influencer boxing. I'm talking about Dean the Great. Yeah. But influencer boxing is coming. The guy who put on, Aiden Ross, Brand Risk Promotions, he put on that Blueface card that had so many people watching, bro. I said it. They announced it, man. It's happening. And I can't believe who is going to headline the card and where. Johnny Manziel. Dude, Diego Pavia, we talked about Hispanic Heritage Month, bro, and quarterbacks. I hope Diego Pavia exceeds expectations and he's a great, representation as a quarterback.
Hey, you can't underestimate him, man. Look at, like I said, Doug Flutie. He got down when he came with Buffalo.
He started Canadian football, and he ended up. Can Diego Pavia be an NFL quarterback? I hope so. Maybe one day he'll prove us wrong, and he'll be on the Hispanic.
I hope he's got the blood flowing through him.
Yeah, man, he's got that warrior. He's got a big bite for his size. But listen, if it doesn't work out for him, I can't believe it. But Johnny Manziel, who people didn't think, he was kind of
he messed up, man.
He was kind of an NFL bust. He will be headlining Brand Risk Promotions at the Apex, UFC Apex off of Blue Diamond, where Sunday we got Zuffa boxing back this Sunday. It's going to be at the same spot, bro. Now that I guess Dana White and him are close enough that he's going to rent out the spot to Brand Risk Promotion.
They probably made a bet on the casino, and Homeboy probably beat him on the table and said, "Well, don't pay me, just let me use your arena."
He's going, man. This is the place where they used to host the UFC, the reality show, and now it's been converted to boxing, and they're gonna have a big show on Sunday. And come the end of the month, they're going to have influencer boxing. I have no idea what these tickets. If you want to watch it, you can see the ex-football player on Kick and YouTube and Twitch, and apparently even on Twitter or X. Man, this is wild.
That guy's cool. He does live do it on Kick. And if you have the Kick app, you're watching it for free.
I tuned into the last one, and to be honest, who did I see fight on that?
I forgot.
Other than Blueface.
I want to see Blueface get beat up.
I get surprised because some of the guys who take these fights.
Adam 22.
Oh man, he got his ass whooped.
He's another one.
I wonder if he'll be on this.
You know what I like to see?
Who?
Whack 100 versus Blue
Derek
Devil.
Ware?
No, Blue Devil.
I said Whack
Blue
100.
Devil's another guy that they go into it.
I said Whack
Derek
100
Ware,
versus Derek Ware.
Not the Super Bowl Derek Ware.
Well, Derek,
The other one
shout out to Derek if you're a silent listener. It's been a long time, but no, if Derek did have an NFL career, I mean, it's a little
Derek,
bit.
if you are here,
It's a little bit
I would
late.
love to ask you some Cowboy questions because I love the Cowboys, and I'd like to get your views on the question I want to ask you because I'm curious, and you got the answer. So if you are here, hit up homie, Shoe Shine Boxing. You know how to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
And if you want, we don't have to blur your face. We'll call you something else. We'll call you Mr. Dallas or something if you don't want to be out there. I understand if you don't want to be out there, but I would love to ask you Cowboy questions and NFL questions. Like how many years you got to be to get your pension?
You want to ask
curious.
You want to ask him Troy Aikman questions? Come on, Troy. I know
that too. You know.
Troy was one of the best, man. And Dion, of course, obviously.
And how was Michael Irvin? Because I think he was around there in the heyday when Mike was going buck wild.
Yeah. Oh my God, bro! I forgot to mention. I saw almost all of the testimony on the girl that was suing the BBL chef, known as the BBL chef, who took Cardi B's ex-baby daddy or supposed baby, Stephon Diggs. I saw the trial, bro. It was only like 2 days. Yeah. She made herself look like a fool, bro. She looked like a liar.
That's what she gets.
They had to warn her, and I saw when he shed a tear when they said not guilty.
Well, yeah.
She took the stand. This is the thing. She could have probably have just said, I'm not going to go on the stand. I'll let the evidence speak for itself. I don't need to testify. But they put her on the stand, bro. And sometimes when you're a liar and they put you on the stand, you get exposed.
Yeah, they tear you up. Yep.
They tore her up, man. She looked like such a liar. And, we learned a lot of things about Stephon Diggs. But could you believe, should I believe any of it coming from, according to that lady, he was sleeping with all the girls that work for him. And Cardi B at the same time.
That's crazy, man.
And so when Cardi B said, I'm coming to stay with you, he told all the girls that work for him, hey, y'all need to bounce. You need to bounce. You need to bounce. And I believe she didn't have anywhere to go.
That's funny.
So she was the broke BBL chef. And that's where, she said, I guess she made up the whole story. You choke me. I'm calling the police. I'm going to file a lawsuit. And it all unraveled from there. I mean, if she had been just good with her money, she said she got paid $4,000 or some crazy like $2,000 a week to live in the house and cook. And I guess she had no money to even go to a hotel.
That's crazy.
And at the end of the day, it turns out Cardi B's baby isn't his. So it's a hot mess, bro. It's a hot mess.
That's why you future athletes, be careful. Be careful. Put everything in your mom's name or your dad. Be careful.
Yeah, I was talking about Zuffa Boxing. I reached out to, because in the chat we had the father repeatedly. He's fighting on Sunday, and I reached out to him. I have not heard back a response, but I'm gonna guess that his son is traveling. The heavyweight you see up top, guys, is a heavyweight prospect signed to Zuffa. Here he fought a Mexican in his last outing, but he's undefeated. Demazian Van Hooter, shout out if his dad is listening. I think they're probably on their way to Vegas because I think he might even be here
already.
They're supposed to be here for the whole week, right?
Yeah, because Saturday they weigh in.
Friday's
Friday
a press conference.
Press conference. Thursday, maybe, I don't know if they have media workout, but it'll be Thursday. It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing open media workouts. They should. Hey, and if you guys want to invite me at the last minute to media workout and I'll go tomorrow. I'll go check him out.
And he'll do Spanish commentating for you guys.
That's right. But he's going to be on that card. So I guess since I'm on the subject of that, man, let me just get your opinion on this, because Las Vegas' Shane Mosley Jr., who just fought.
Who?
Hey, the last time I saw Shane Mosley Jr., bro, I was taken back a little bit because we see fighters all the time at all the fights, but I seen him at Cosmo, and he had a full on, which is not uncommon now, especially with kick streaming, and any fighter or anybody that has kicks, they have like full on camera crews at all time following him like it's reality TV. And Shane showed up at the fight with a full, cameraman. I thought he had a microphone guy. I'm like, what? Oh, he's filming a reality show? I don't know. I don't know if he has
belts.
But yeah, and he had some belts that look Fugazi. I don't know that he has any belts, but I was like, whoa, he really got a whole camera crew. Unlike nobody else got a camera crew. He did. Now he signed to Zuffa, and he's got a hell of a fight, bro. He's fighting Serhii Bohacek. Serhii Bohacek, he put a beat down on Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza's the guy that beat up and knocked out Sebastian Fundora, and then he had a fight with Virgil Ortiz.
An awesome guy. Brian Mendoza.
Oh yeah, he's a great kid, and always ready to fight anybody. Bohacek busted him up in that fight where Fundora ended up fighting Tim Tszyu at the last minute. Then he got a really good opportunity where we all went and we saw him fight Virgil Ortiz, where he dropped Virgil Ortiz twice. But Virgil Ortiz kept rallying back, and they ended up giving the win to Virgil Ortiz. I still, to this day, me and Fonzie were sitting next to each other. We had amazing seats. It's on my channel, the 12th round. I think Serhii Bohacek won that fight. I'm sorry. Since then, Bohacek lost on the same Mexican Independence Day card that your nephew, Fernando Vargas Jr. fought. He rematched a guy that earlier in his career named Brandon Adams of California, Southern California. Brandon Adams had knocked him out cold years back. So they say, hey, let's run that fight back. And they had it for free on the Canelo versus Terrence Crawford undercard. And wouldn't you know it, that same dude that knocked him out years ago beat him up again.
I think it's in your head. Like when you fight somebody and you lose. Because remember that little circle, they used to have Vernon Forrest, Shane Mosley, and Mayorga. And, Vernon Forrest will beat Mayorga. Mayorga will beat, that little triangle. It's weird.
But then they can't beat another guy. Like, you would never think Brandon Adams could beat Virgil Ortiz, even though Bohacek did really good. They say the triangle theory never works. But look, I guess like you said, it was maybe in his head that the PTSD, like, oh, man, I'm going to have a rough night with him. The dude, like Brandon Adams, Garcia, beat him again.
Like Ryan, he thought he could beat Rollies. Rollies could beat him with one hand. If they fight again, it's a done deal. Rollies
Same thing.
Tear him up. I want to see him fight Pillow Hands, Devin Haney. They call him Devo. They shouldn't call him Devo.
Yeah.
They should call him, what's that guy? Carl Lewis, the runner. That's all he does is run. His dad talks all that, and sign the contract. Rollies was ready to fight him. What happened?
Yep. I agree with you.
Yeah, Rollies hits too hard. That's his problem. Because when Rollies was out here sparring everybody, trying to get a contract, he beat everybody up. He beat light heavyweights. He beat cruiserweights up. And he sparred Devin Haney. He sparred Ryan. He sparred all kinds. Him and Teofimo were like two dogs. That was the best sparring I've ever seen in my life. Those two, they're like dogs just going at it. And then he hits them so hard, like, oh yeah, I'll fight you. But when it comes down to nah. Like when Ryan calls everybody out, Rollies sitting right there, he can say, let's run it back. But no, he don't say it because Rollies will whoop him again.
I think you're right. And by the way, I haven't heard anything, man. That fight, Raleigh was supposed to fight Manny Pacquiao. That thing didn't happen.
Nope.
Then they're saying that Devin Haney, and they were exchanging contracts.
I knew that was going to happen.
That's not working out. Now there's a rumor going around, and this is just rumors, guys, not official announcement, that Haney could be negotiating something with Dana White. That would be incredible. I don't know what they would be willing to pay him, but it's going to be a lot of money.
I do see him fighting Shakur because Shakur don't hit hard. He hits hard, but not like to put you to send you to the hospital.
Man, that's a great fight. At welterweight, it's a great fight.
Because at 147, I hate to say it, Devin Haney, he's a good boxer. But he just can't take those power punches.
With the exception of that. There's like two blemishes. Obviously, the fight against Ryan Garcia.
His first fight in Mexico.
That fight, not too many people have seen it unless you look for it. That fight in Mexico.
He lost that first fight.
And then he had a fight against the Venezuelan fighter, former Venezuelan champion. What's his name? I forget. Linares. Yeah. Where Linares buckled him so hard in like round 10 that Haney was
easy, man.
Haney was on shaky legs for the rest of the fight. Yeah. It looked like he never regained his legs. That was that brief moment where I was like, okay, well, if you can get to him and hurt him, what we saw with Ryan Garcia hurt him in that first round, and it was It's a miracle he
Tore that
finished.
boy up.
He was a miracle that he finished that fight standing. I really was. But you're right. Hey, Shakur is, people joke about him being pillow fisted. So there isn't that much risk there. The risk is, he outbox you. Two boxers. Who's going to outbox who?
Put him in a small ring. Like Rolly's fight. If Rolly's ever fights him, small ring. Rolly's get him in a small ring. So he gonna run, but he ain't gonna run that much.
Yep.
But Rolly's got that what's it called? Energy or I don't know, stamina. Rolly's is a beast. You ever see that boy run the mountain?
Nah.
Oh my God, he's something else, man. Something else. Rolly's is a monster.
Hey, Rolly's a great personality. Obviously, a lot of people earlier. Past boxing fans will remember Adrian Broner was a great personality. His lead up in all his fights were hilarious. And I thought, Adrian Broner is going to get his channel with the help of Dean the Great, that influencer boxer that Amato fought. He was all excited earlier in the week, and I got this latest update, man. But I thought that maybe he would stop drinking a little bit, but he
needs to stop, man.
Dude, on Cinco de Mayo, he was lit. Here's what happened. Look at this clip.
They for sure related. It's gone, bro.
Man, he can't stop drinking. Look at that bottle. I think that's tequila or Hennessy.
Hey, that hurt, that hurt, nigga. What the fuck you want, nigga? That hurt, nigga. Bitch ass, nigga. I like a bobblehead, nigga.
Put your shit up.
Huh?
Oh my God, bro! I'm telling you, man. Streaming every day is he slapped Dean the Great. Dude, the drinking isn't stopping, bro. And he said he's so excited that now he doesn't have to fight. That he found out he can make money being a daily streamer. This daily streaming, bro, like Vince, we've seen it here. Like Las Vegas was kind of like birth to a lot of like the daily streamer stuff. Yes. And the more you stream, the more crazy and the more crazy your audience expects you to get. Like they want you to do something the next day that's even crazier than what you did. Like we want to see you get like so drunk that you pass out or you slapping fool. And then we've seen it, man. People eventually, even the young streamers are finding out that you're going to end up getting arrested for something. Or you're gonna involve yourself in something horrible like car crashes, getting drunk, or
kill somebody, or
arrested. And you said it like we've seen the worst. I didn't think that somebody could die off of streaming, but Adrian Broner still needs help, man. And if he thinks he's gonna
I wish he'd get all the help. I wish I could meet him and hang out with him. Because I don't drink and I don't mess around, and I'm telling him, dude, you got some kids.
Yeah, he does. He has a whole bunch of kids.
Yes.
You got a whole bunch of kids.
You're embarrassing your kids. When they get older, they're gonna say, "Dad, come on, Dad." Be the best man you can, and he has a good heart.
Oh, I'm sure he probably does. Man. But I'm not sure if that daily streaming thing is good. I mean, at this point, maybe he should take a fight like at Brand Risk or something, one of these for a good payday, so he can chill out and get some help. Yeah,
but he needs to get away from Dean. Man. You want to hang around cancer, you're gonna get cancer.
It's the new reality TV, man. People it's like watching a train wreck. You can't turn away. You can't turn away.
He was on top of the mountain. Yeah. Look at him now. Remember, he was supposed to be the next Floyd.
Yep. This weekend, we got a heavyweight fight that on Saturday afternoon, man, is going to be incredible. And speaking of Las Vegas, David Morrell, who trains frequently with Bob Santos, formerly of San Jose. Shout out to their team. David Morrell's on the undercard because he was going to fight that tall guy Smith.
He's with Salas.
Yeah, he's with Salas. And he also, sometimes his cut man is Bob Santos. But David Morrell's going back to the UK. Finally, it's not going to be against Smith, but he's on the undercard of that. I'm talking about the big heavyweight fight. I'm going to look at the odds for this fight, man. This is a full championship fight because Usyk gave up the WBO belt. I don't think Usyk wanted to fight this guy Wardley.
Yeah.
So he gave up the belt. He had an interim title. Usyk is going to be fighting a kickboxer in a massive spectacle in Egypt next to the pyramid. Like they paid Usyk millions. Yeah. He's going to fight some world kickboxing champion instead of Wardley from the UK, Dubois is a fighter that Usyk already fought and then beat, I think now twice, right? Dubois could fight, but he's been dropped. He's been knocked out. Wardley has no amateur career. Dubois does. Dubois faced the very best. He's faced everybody, including, Alexander Usyk. So people really think that Wardley, who has I think he's the belt holder, the fully elevated champion, or maybe he's going to be, whoever wins this will be the full WBO champion, bro. And they're both heavy hitters. One has no amateur experience, Vince. The other guy had a very good amateur career. His sister's a fighter. Caroline Dubois is a fighter. I mentioned David Morrell will be on the undercard. It's going to be very exciting. Who do you think is going to win, man? Like I said, they get both crack, bro. Dubois been knocked out.
It's okay. You got that amateur experience. That experience is a lot.
Very interesting, man. On DraftKings.com, Fabio Wardley is a negative 125 favorite to Daniel Dubois, plus 100 underdog.
Dubois.
Man, I'm favoring Dubois too. I'm favoring Dubois' experience.
Yeah.
But Wardley can crack, man. There's a good chance that Wardley knocks out Dubois. I will say this. I was one of the few people that thought Jaime Munguia could turn around his career, and he did. So I'm kind of on a good streak. I'm on a good streak right now. I'm going to pick an upset this weekend. If you're a David Morrell fan, I'm excited to see him back. This is strange, Vince. It says it's super middleweight. Is David Morrell, this is what it says here, super middleweight. Is David Morrell coming back to 168, or is this a misprint? David Morrell moved up to 175, got a fight with David Benavidez. Big fight, right? He hasn't looked incredible at 175. At 168, he knocked out everybody.
Yeah, that's where he needs to go back to 168. Maybe he can't make it, but when I saw him, he was pretty tall. Like, damn, look at this guy.
He's about 6'2". He was at that fight at the Fountain Blue walking around the other day. I ran into Gabe Flores Jr. and Fernando Vargas Jr. David Morrell was there, and he looks like he's 6'2". David,
he can play basketball.
There were some NFL teams. I've talked about it on this, but there was a couple NFL scouts that were inviting him to try out, and dude never played football in his life, but they seen some of his athleticism, and we're gonna try him out with some combine stuff because they thought they could convert David Morrell into a safety position. There was a couple NFL teams actually, bro. On it, he's 6'2". Probably walks around 190 to 200, and they thought, man, this guy is so athletic that he could probably be a safety. So he had interest by NFL teams. A little too late now.
Front line too, on the front line, because his hands.
Yeah,
he just it hits you and damn, and they're going to tape your hands up anyways.
Yep, he's a negative 1,400 favorite against Zach Chelly plus 700. I got David Morrell by stoppage.
Yeah, even though he had a long camp. Poor guy.
Yeah. He got Oscar Duarte. He's kind of in the same shoes as Oscar Duarte, who fought this weekend, where Oscar did a whole camp. Then the fight fell apart, and then he had to go back into a camp. And Oscar didn't look good at all.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of worried. And David Morrell's in the same shoes, where he had done a camp, gets taken away from him with like a week notice. But I still think the guy he's fighting he's kind of a nobody. Who else is on this card that's very interesting? He was with Top Rank, co-promoted with Top Rank. Jalalalov, Bak Odir Jalalalov is the gold Olympic medalist who is knocked out from California. Richard Torres Jr., Richard Torres of Top Rank. He's the only guy. He's the only guy who's beat the shit out of Richard Torres Jr. ever in the amateurs. Knocked him out one time. Knocked him out in the Olympics.
Oh my gosh! With headgear or without headgear?
With that, they don't have headgear in the Olympics anymore. So he did knock him out. Not in the most current. The most current Olympics, I believe, he beat him by decision, and Jalalalov won the gold, and Richard Torres is the silver medalist. He's a negative 2,000 favorite to Agron Smakiki, and he'll be on that card too. That'll be all daytime boxing Saturday afternoon.
Wow.
All right, in the main event for us here, guys, on the zone, bro. Dude, I don't know if you've ever met Angelo Leo. He was at the Cinco de Mayo fight, the one that Emmy was on last year, the one with Inoue.
That's the one with his belt.
Yeah, I met him, and he was the nicest guy, and I just only regret not getting his contact because he trains here in Las Vegas.
My son tried to call him right now.
For real?
He didn't answer. Yeah, because I know him. I know him as an amateur.
Dude, well, he's got the big fight this weekend, and
that's probably why he didn't answer his phone.
The irony is that Aleem is also living here. Aleem's been living in Las Vegas for some time. Aleem is 35 years old and getting a title opportunity. Aleem looked really, really good at 122 pounds most of his career. He went down and fought the Australian Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman's an Australian guy that always fights with Tim Tszyu. He just had an amazing fight, dude. Sam Goodman beat this Argentinian guy. This Argentinian guy was off the hook good. He was really, really good, and Sam Goodman just broke him down. I couldn't believe if that Argentinian guy had not fought Sam Goodman, he probably would have made a big splash in the U.S., but now he got embarrassed. That's how good Sam Goodman is. He beat Aleem.
Wow.
Angelo Leo's lost to Philadelphia's Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton was on his tear, he lost his title to Fulton. The cool thing about Angelo, he's a 2-division world champion. Mexican-American from New Mexico. 2 divisions, bro. 122 and featherweight. And at one point, Angelo said that he moved to Vegas to start training here. He was living in his car. That's struggle. That's like, I believe in myself. I'm coming out to Vegas. I don't have nothing. You know, Manny Pacquiao lived in...
That's a good story.
Manny Pacquiao lived in a gym. He was a homeless teenager. Angelo Leo said, I'm coming to Vegas. I got nowhere to stay. I'll sleep in my car and just go to the gym and work my ass off. And he really, for being a young fighter who has 2 world championships, 2 divisions, he's not a household name or a big name.
No.
But I'll be honest with you. That fight where Inoue fought, I saw so many Japanese people that were there. Remember, there was a lot of Japanese that came.
They're all next to me. Like, dang.
They all wanted pictures.
That's why.
They all wanted pictures with Angelo. They all wanted pictures with Angelo. And Angelo did so good with those Japanese fans that in that very next fight, they invited him to Japan. So, hey, he's the featherweight champion. Aleem's gonna make an attempt to do something special on Saturday night on DAZN. I'm gonna just say, let's look at the odds, man. Negative 200.
He didn't answer.
Negative 204. Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will tomorrow. The press conferences have got to be. Well, the press conferences aren't. The fight's not in Vegas. The fight's in the East Coast, unfortunately. Yeah. Dude, this fight should have been in Vegas. Come on, guys.
I know.
Angelo's a local, like even a 3,000 seat venue like Cosmo would have been. I would have gone. Negative 240 to Rais Aleem. Plus 185. Yep. On Sunday, Julian Rodriguez versus James Perella. That's going to be the co-main of that Zuffa fight. Man, this is a good fight. Julian Rodriguez is a very interesting fighter. Negative 1,200 favorite. James Perella has a lot of swag. I think stylistically it'll be a fun fight. In the main event, Shane Mosley Jr. versus Serhii Bohacek. Who you got, Vince?
Going against Mosley.
The thing with Bohacek, bro, is that he has so much volume, but his volume, he has really good punches. Like, he puts snap on those punches, and it's a lot of them. Like, if he could throw 70 to 90 punches per round, like he did against Virgil Ortiz, he's just going to break down Mosley Jr. I just don't see any other way around it.
You know what fight I like to see? Like I said before, Mosley versus Junior Vargas.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
I would love to see that fight.
Do you have any update on Fernando Vargas and Amato BKB? They're going to go on, because now that he signed a contract with BKB, there's no boxing for them for at least how many fights? Do you know, 2 or 3 fights?
I think it's 3-fight contract.
Yeah.
3 fights. See, when I talk to him, we don't talk about BKB. You know, we just talk about life, you know.
Yeah.
How they're doing, how we're doing. Because I don't want to talk about it. I don't like talking that because, you know, everybody's telling him, why'd you do it? I said, man, he a grown-ass man. He got to do what he got to do. Are you going to pay his mortgage? No, he got to make his money somehow. To me, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Paulie did an interview. I guess Paulie's going to go back, man. Paulie's BKB journey's been kind of rough because he went over to the UK. Paulie Malignaggi.
He don't need to be doing that. He ain't got no power.
Yeah, I think he still has some technique left. He's in his 40s, but
he no power.
Paulie did this interview, and he was talking about how they stitched him up because he went and did those fights in the UK, right? The BKB fights. Dude, it's been a nightmare. He's kind of been revealing, like, if you watch him on Boxing Scene on YouTube, you could see the scar tissue has been really rough. He talks about it. He talked about it today.
Injury were the cuts, Ariel. Obviously, those were more optically visible from everybody, what everybody else saw. The cuts would have been just a regular stitch job away and just, a regular hospital in, say, I don't know, the United States would stitch you up. Maybe you leave within a couple hours and you're good to go. You take the stitches out next week and you're fine. But they have people in the UK that work in the NHS that in America probably wouldn't even be allowed to work on farm animals. And they let them work on human beings in these hospitals. And I was in that hospital all night. My wounds were not cleaned and so on and so forth. So basically what I'm getting at is the complications from one of the stitches in the cuts, which is this one right here, has been constantly infected and pussed out probably up until like a few weeks ago, It is closed at the moment. I expect it to open up in the fight. But then again, I expect cuts to open up in bare knuckle fights that won't even have scars, so let alone things that have scars.
Crazy, huh, Vince? Paulie's talking about those doctors in the UK that he said they wouldn't even be qualified to work on farm animals, bro. He's like, they're that bad. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's been listening or that will be catching this show on the replay. Make sure that you hit up our boy at Slugged Out Sports on YouTube to, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to that channel so we can get lives going on that channel as well. That's all I got for this weekend, Vince. Let me think, man. Yeah. Let's see the score of the Golden Knights. It's not looking good.
Oh, man.
Just check. Hey, 3-1. They tied the series. Anaheim Ducks 3-1. They go on to game number 3. Tomorrow, Drew's team, the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm like, you know what? I think Drew's teams, all of his teams are in playoff mode, most of them. So,
yeah.
Did I show you this picture?
Hey, you know what's funny? I got a Ducks flag in my room.
You got Ducks, Anaheim Ducks,
and I got the Knights flag in here too.
I got some San Jose Sharks gear around here, man. But I find it really easy to root for the Golden Knights, man. Their fan base is damn good, to be honest.
No, they're not. They're horrible. Remember, they turned their jerseys into Utah. So if you're one of those fans, you're horrible, horrible, horrible. We don't.
I forgot about
Vegas.
that.
Get out of here. Leave Vegas.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
You're going to be loyal, be loyal.
Vince, I totally forgot to ask you your opinion on this, man, but Spence versus Tim Tszyu. Talked about real quick.
Tim Tszyu.
You done with Spence?
Tim Tszyu. I've been done with him ever since he did that crash. And I got his autograph. That boy don't know how to write.
Oh, man. He got bad hands.
Just two little letters. Come on, man. You spend a lot of money on these gloves. Write your whole name. Or print it out. Damn it. I hate when you sports people do that. We spend hard money on this stuff and you put two little letters. Fernando Mendoza, when I get you better put Fernando Mendoza. You better put no FM. Because I'm going to talk crap.
Hey, I turned on the music, the goodbye music, but here's one last clip I'm going to leave you guys with. Fernando Mendoza at the, like I said, they have the event at the Raiders headquarters. So here's
just about what I've been able.
This was today. Mariachi.
Beautiful.
Hi, everyone. I'm truly honored to be named the Hispanic Football Hall of Fame College Player of the Year. This recognition means so much to me. It's not just about what I've been able to accomplish on the field, but about where I come from, the sacrifices that made this journey possible, and the community that continues to inspire me every single day. I'm truly sorry.
You know, why couldn't he come out? He's there. He's in Henderson. He's on St. Rose at their training facility.
Yeah.
Why did he have to pre-record that? They're hosting the event at the Raiders headquarters, the Hispanic Heritage.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that joined us. We'll have more on Monday. If there's anything, a reason to come back live this week, maybe I will. Maybe we won't.
I'm gonna try to get somebody, and we'll do a pop up on a Saturday, Sunday, maybe. Who knows? I gotta try. I'm gonna try. You know?
Yeah. Let's try. I'm still hoping for the fighter from Zuffa, but I didn't talk about this, and I'm gonna do something about it in the next few days, maybe on Monday. Rest in peace, man. Adrian Valdovinos, 25 years old. Did you know him, Vince?
No, but remember, you know who else died? Ted Turner.
Oh yeah, the great TNT Sports. Yeah, Turner
Atlanta
passed
Braves.
away.
Yep.
This story is really sad. There are a lot of coaches who are very familiar with him in Southern California. Adrian Valdovinos fought on Top Rank Boxing during the COVID. You know, when they had the COVID lockdowns.
Yeah.
He fought. He's only 25 years old. Very talented young boxer from the city of Hanford. He still had a really good shot at getting fights.
Gosh.
You see that?
But ex?
Yeah, so I think he was dating a girl that was a little bit older who was in the middle of the divorce, like still not divorced. Or maybe she was divorced. Like it says ex-husband. I'm going to get all the information on this, but
any young people, be careful. If they're married or ex and they say they got a crazy husband, get away from her. It's not worth it.
For real, man. God bless everyone. God bless you too. Appreciate you in the chat.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless everybody.
Rest in peace. The guy that unalived him was in his 30s. So, and he was very unhappy that his ex-wife, was dating a younger man, a young fighter, and he also unalived himself. But so two people tragically passed away, and let's see if we can speak more about this horrible case that just happened yesterday. I was aware of yesterday, but rest in peace to him.
Horrible.
25, man. That's
Hope
all
his
I got.
family's okay.
Rest in peace to him. That's all we got, guys. We'll be back on Monday night for sure. And if we got any more stuff, we'll come back. All right, Vince. Any final words?
Got the Braves coming to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, I hope to God that I can get the that sandwich this week. I want to try the pastrami sandwich, man. The hat.
Hey,
man.
when it closed today at 1, you still got time.
Really?
Yeah,
I already ate it. I might check it out tomorrow at like 11 o'clock at night. I'll let you guys know if I have it. Yeah.
But don't forget to get the pastrami fries too.
Oh, the pastrami fries. Oh man.
Yeah.
Better than Dirt Dog?
Yeah. I don't know, Dirt Dog's pretty good.
All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Peace out.